All right, so my pick for best beat in 2005 is Mike Jones Still Tippin'. That is
Wow.
like, guys, I did the research. I combed through everything.
That's
Like
the beat.
I really revisit everything. That is a crazy beat. And
That's the beat.
it's a really fucking simple beat too. But as a producer, the greatest thing that we need to learn to undo in our minds is doing too much on tracks. And sometimes it's just about the right elements and the minimalism, because unless you're making, RJD2 records or, Flying Lotus records, you don't need to do too much. You need to give space for the vocalists. I would
Yep.
want to hear anybody rapping on the Still Tipping beat, and they will sound dope. That is my pick for best beat.
Great pick.
That is,
Great pick.
when you say I would never guess, that is the understatement of the century. Of the cinch.
I
Jeez
didn't expect you to
Louise.
go into the mainstream bucket at all.
I had to flip
Still
it up.
tipping. Mike
Let's flip it
Jones.
up.
Who?
Yeah. No, the producer of that song is what's his name?
Celie Williams.
Okay, yes. So here's the thing about Still Tipping. Still Tipping, the version that we hear that most people know, the one you're talking about,
Yeah.
is the remix.
Right.
Yeah, the original version is Mike Jones, Slim Thug, Chameleonaire, and they might be one more. It might be 50-50 Twin. But that version is faster. And so that's the version where Slim Thug actually says, still tipping on fofos, rapped in. Yeah, so that wasn't the hook. That was his verse.
Right.
And so when they got I think when Salim got the vocals of it and they wanted to redo it, he slowed everything down and kept that and made that the hook. So the first version doesn't really sound like that, really. It's faster, but the second version is better and amazing.
I don't really
the
got
remix.
nothing on it. Only thing that I got is doing my research. For this episode, I happened upon Bow Wow, Fresh as I'm Is.
Oh,
and it features Mike Jones, which I didn't remember. And then I watched the whole video. I was doing the video research. I watched the whole video, and Mike Jones because I forgot all about Mike Jones' whole existence in life.
Who?
Mike Jones, had a 16 on there. 8 bars of the 16 were repeated.
That was his thing.
That's his style.
And I was like, so you took half the real estate to say the same thing.
By the way,
like,
you're making a really risky move here, taking what could have been one of our picks that we were going to pick the Mike Jones verse on the Bow Wow song as our verse of the year. But I'll allow it.
Well, it would have been the greatest 8 bars you ever heard in your life, because the other 8 just ran it back, But damn, still tipping. Wow, you got me on that one.
Justin, what's your pick for best beat?
Kanye West, Gold Digger.
Woo!
I just think the flip was crazy. Initially I thought it was Ray Charles. I didn't realize it was Jamie Foxx in the beginning. So it was just a reinterpretation, rather. Was it interpolation? Whatever.
Interpolation? Yeah.
And I don't care where you were, where I was in the world at that point in time. If I was outside and that beat came on, it was electric in whatever room, whatever whip, wherever I was at that point in time. And I also thought, too, for similar reasons with that project, it was another example of Kanye taking sort of the soul sample, sped up soul sample reputation he had at that point in time to the next level. You know what I mean? And then for the song itself, like the first time I heard that song was on Def Poetry Jam. And so like the last verse of that song is on Def Poetry Jam. And so what it turned into, I didn't think that verse alone was going to turn into a #1 song. You know what I'm saying? And then, but the beat is really what elevates it. So it's something crazy. I love that beat.
Okay. I'm feeling good because y'all didn't pick my beat. And I guarantee when I pull this shit out, it's all hatred from everybody.
Oh, Lord.
Let's go.
All right. There's not a question on what the best beat is of 2005. The best beat of 2005 was made by a young producer out of Cincinnati named Hunte called Runnin' off of the Games album. Running is the beat of 2005. Get the whole fuck out of here with anything else. Running is so crazy.
I
To
love
this
that song.
day.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Got to live for today because tomorrow ain't
bruh.
coming to me.
Yo, so listen. There's beats in your life that, like, when you hit a beat for the first time, you're like, I remember hearing Rock Cocaine Flow, right? And being like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? I remember hearing there was a joint on or Phone Tap. I remember hearing Phone Tap for the first time and being like, this shit is crazy. Running blew me all the and High Tech would do that a lot because the Blast did that. Like, I remember hearing the Blast and being like, the fuck is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Running is the documentary, which we didn't really talk about, but the documentary has a lot of phenomenal beats on it.
Facts.
And to me, Running is the best beat on the album that has 100 phenomenal beats on it. You know what I'm saying? And to me, Running is the best beat on the album. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna say by far, but it's the beat that sticks out immediately when you say, like, yo, the documentary. Like,
he got a lot of them on there though.
He do.
A lot of them.
Running is so crazy. So
I
I'm
had
taking
another
Running.
song. I had another song on the documentary that was like neck and neck, but I won't say it. But yeah, there are great beats on the record.
So I'm taking Running. High Tech, I got your back, bruh. I know what you did in 05. I was there. I'm taking Running.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Yayo's verse, by the way, was very good on there too.
Yayo had an ill verse on there. Shocking.
He did. He did.
Is it the greatest Yayo verse of all time?
It's possibly. It might be. It might be. Because you thought it was like, Yayo was like the wild card and you thought he was gonna be playing around, but he was actually, if I get knocked, I'm running. Like, it was like, okay, Yayo.
It's the best Yayo verse of all time. I'll sign that paperwork.
I'm with you. I'll sign it with you. I'll co-sign you.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, the best beat of 2005, and I love Running, but there's a beat that could come on right after that, and you would forget what Running even sounds like.
Oh, man.
Kanye West. Bum, 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 bum. It's that crack music, nigga. That real crack music.
Crack music. Yeah.
That beat, the beat, that is like, I don't even know what he was thinking when he made that. The song is flawless. Shout out to Game's on the hook. But to me, crack music, if I was in the studio and he played that, I would be like, I have to be on that. Like he's got again an album with nothing but
bangers on the whole shit.
Right.
Incredible beat. But yeah, crack music was just the production on it, the percussion, the percussion on it, and to not necessarily have the continual snare throughout it, but it's still, the tempo is still there the whole time. It's amazing. And it really is like the epitome of crack music because it sounds like crack. Because it's so addictive to listen to that song over and over.
When you say you don't know what he was thinking, he definitely was thinking, man, in 20 years, I'm going to completely go crazy and flame out. And
yeah.
And I need nitrous immediately. This is what he was thinking back in 05.
Yeah, let me put something in their souls and their spirits that no matter how much they hate me, they can't erase
this.
There you go.
I'm in your DNA. I'm in your fucking DNA now.
Thank you.